Well, a couple things. First of all, very proud of the guys and how they were able to adjust from game 1 to game 2 of this series. The rebounding was a preposterous difference in the first game. Tonight they only had 5 offensive rebounds. And so our guys made a great adjustment there. We're very persistent and just pursued. So that was huge. The play where there was the confusion about the free throws. Are you aware of this? What happened? Okay.
Not exact. I mean, I heard what the
All right. So they explained it to me. It was a correctable error. It turned out that Nick should have had the choice of who was shooting from someone that was in the game. It turned out it was a correctable error. The league notified the table, and then Courtney Kirkland, the crew chief, talked to the people in the league at the replay center. They explained it. They made the change, and so we just had to keep playing. And one of the things that we talked about coming into this game is that this is the ultimate environment to play a regular season game of this magnitude. There's equals, but there's none tougher. And so we had to be up to the mental challenge of playing through some difficult situations, along with 2 great players and a bunch of hard-playing guys. And our guys got the job done. So I'm very proud of them. This is a huge win in the tournament, in the in-season tournament. And now we've got a few days off, so we've got to find the best way to take advantage of that. Orlando is an up-and-coming team coming in here Sunday, so we've got to utilize, these 4 days to the best of our ability to be ready to play the next game. Because, coming off a win like this, it's easy to exhale a little bit, and we just can't allow ourselves to do that.
Rick, you had so many guys play well, but fourth quarter, Myles Turner had 15 of his 17 and just seemed to be very dominant in that fourth quarter. He had only played 8 minutes, I think, before that fourth quarter.
Myles did everything down the stretch. He took a charge. He had 1 or 2 blocks. He rebounded. He finished. He hit a really important three-pointer that gave us a cushion. And he just kept playing, and one of the things, Lloyd talked to the team this morning about it too, because Lloyd coached here for 5 years, and he's well acquainted with this environment, and he said the same things that I was saying to the guys, is that, anytime you have a little bit of success, you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal no matter what. And so, all in all, the guys did a good job of that. I thought Toppin played his best game as a Pacer tonight. Neesmith, when he had to guard Embiid for that period in the second quarter, and a little bit in the second half, I mean, that's like being in a WWE ring. It's just it is. You're going against a guy who's probably one of the strongest guys in the world, and one of the most skilled in all of professional sports. So, but our guys scrambled. They kept flying around, and we did what we had to do to come out of here. So, real proud of them, and so.
I want to hit on a couple of those points. I mean, to start with the rebounding, was it just as simple as just having more want to there and having more of a focus on it, or were there other important adjustments you think you guys made to make sure that you were better on the glass?
There were some adjustments, but the big adjustment was the disposition and the persistence and the understanding that this is an enormous part of the game. We did rebounding drills in practice yesterday. Every NBA coach's nightmare, our rebounding drills in practice. I mean, every time you turn around, it looks like somebody's going to get hurt. But we were able to do it just to establish that this was a necessary thing. This has got to be a habit. It's got to be a habit, and so we did a better job tonight.
Defensive presence obviously seemed like it was better as well. Embiid still gets 39, but he obviously had to work for it. He gets a lot of that at the free throw line. Maxi's 9 of 23. Just what all do you think you guys did better? It seemed like there was a little bit more help brought to bring a few more bodies around those two guys. But just what all do you think you did better defensively even though they still shot 50%, just to have some more presence?
We played with more presence and a stronger disposition, stronger posture. It needed to be a game where they were feeling us the whole night, even though we're smaller and not as big in many instances. Persistence had to carry the day, and in the end, it did.
You mentioned Obi, obviously, that stands out as the 27. He's 12, 15 into the field. What all did you like about his game? Obviously scoring, but obviously having to defend and do other things well enough to be on there for 37 minutes. Just what did you like about him all around?
He had a good feel from the game from the beginning. His running ability is a big part of who we are right now. And really, it just seemed like in the second half, when we would be reeling a little bit, somehow he'd find a way. There was a lob pass for the dunk. There was one or two cuts under the basket for difficult finishes. One time there was a run with a really nifty, difficult finish. And he just kept coming. He just kept coming, and that's the kind of team we got to be. We got to keep coming, and tonight we did.
Do you have a Jalen Smith update at all? And what would you done home with you guys? And I went to the hospital.
I don't have an update.
Tyrese, obviously, after 25 and 17, he goes for 33 and 50, and just again, we talk about him all the time, but still, how just special of that, but also just the first 11 games he's had, just how just impressive is what everything he's done so far.
He's our guy. He's our guy. He's a great player, and we did a little bit different thing with the rotation tonight. It ended up working out. He played big minutes, but there were so many stoppages of play that there were rest periods. But he's just an amazing player. He's got an amazing vibe, and he battled out there. He battled defensively, and he battled on the boards too. And so, he's our leader on the floor. He's our leader off the floor, and he understands that. For us to grow as a team, opportunities in this environment to succeed are critical, and he kept a really calm, smooth, steady disposition mentally the entire night. Didn't get too up or too down, and that's how you got to play, especially in this building.
Tyrese has
But-
just about he's talked about in the past about like figuring out when to shoot, when to create for others. Obviously, when you have a 30-15 type of night, those are so rare, and he's been able to kind of do that so well. Do you think he's maximized how to straddle that relationship between when to score, when to create for others, and playmaking?
Well, at age 23, I don't think he's maximized anything, and he's a great player who's going to get greater. That's the bottom line. As he continues to get stronger, as he continues to experience virtually every coverage you're going to experience. He had Beverly glued to him out there. He had Rocco was trying to guard him at the beginning of the game. Those are two. Melton's a really high level defender. Navigating that is a lot. But he's special. What else can I say?
Ty, when you start throwing in running hook shots on top of everything else?
No, that's in my game. That's in my game. It's been in my game since my rookie year. Rico Hines on the Sixers bench. We used to work on that. So, I was just feeling it tonight.
Thank you. Yes. I was going to say, obviously, 33 and 15, you get your first 4. I think 6 of your first 7 for 3. Just how good did everything feel coming in? Why did it work out that you got as good a looks as you did? And just offensively, how did everything come?
Just trying to play the right way. We know there's higher stakes in this game, in-season tournament. I've never played in a playoff game, so I take this very serious because it's my first time really competing for a championship, having a chance to in something. So I take it very serious, and
just want to get our lick back. Wanted to get that game back, and I've never beat Philly before, so it's an exciting win for me.
For you guys as a whole, the adjustment, obviously the rebounding is drastically different from Sunday night to tonight. You're able to make everybody work. Obviously Embiid still gets 39, Maxey still gets a bunch, but it's significantly less, and they have to work for all of it. Just how did you guys adjust? What did you guys feel like you did differently, especially on the glass and especially on the defensive end?
Well, last game I felt like we played 76ers basketball in the first half, played our team style Pacers basketball in the second half. So we go back, watch the film, and we've preached for the last 2 days just playing our style of basketball, our brand. They don't want to play the way we play, getting up and down and flying up the floor. And if we get stops and don't foul, then they're forced to play our way. And if we're making shots, then they're really forced to play our way. So we were able to do that tonight, and that did good stuff.
You guys always talk about force and about presence. I mean, just what allowed you to do more of that tonight on defense and everything on the glass? I mean, why was there so much more of that?
I mean, it was just a team effort, man. Like, dudes are just playing hungry, playing the right way. I mean, Aaron Nesmith was playing the 5 a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Like, guarding Joel Embiid, like, that guy's unbelievable. In the last 2 years, he guarded every superstar in the NBA and done it at a high level. And I mean, it's a team effort defensively. We did a good job of being there to help when he was fronting the post. But I mean, Andy Smith has been amazing for us. He's helped us a lot. And yeah, I thought as a team, we wanted it more. We were grabbing rebounds, playing harder. You know, and we, you know, I think credit to our staff. They harped on the right things the last 2 nights, and that's helped us get a win tonight.
I think Rick was just saying you guys had like actual rebounding drills at practice tomorrow, at practice yesterday. How frequent even is that in season when you're really getting after it on rebounding and getting that physical? Because as he mentioned, there was an injury risk. You know, how rare was that, and how much do you think that did for you guys to put you in the right frame of mind?
Yeah, I mean, we do rebound drills every day, but obviously there was more energy behind it yesterday. Understanding you give 23 offensive rebounds, you're not going to beat anybody. So we really harped on that in practice yesterday. That was kind of the majority of what we did was rebounding, getting it out, finding a guard, and pushing. We were able to do that tonight. I thought we gang rebounded really well. Everybody chipped in. Like, all our bigs were in foul trouble. One of our bigs got sent to the hospital. Just figure it out, and we did a good job of getting it out tonight.
32 assists, no turnovers over 2 games, something that's never been done. I mean, more than the scoring, is that Tyrese Haliburton, the way you want to play basketball?
Yeah, just playing the right way. Guys are doing a good job making me look good, making shots for me. I'm just trying to let the offense come to me and just playing the right way. So, I mean, assists have nothing to do with me. It's the majority of just my teammates making shots. So, just trying to play the right brand of basketball.
But you're not playing cautious. Like, you're not playing to make sure you don't get a turnover, and you're still not turning it over.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers are part of basketball. So, sure, there'll be a turnover coming up. I'm sure of it. But just trying to play the right way, take care of the ball, and finish possessions for us so we can get good shots.
Speaking of guys making shots, Obi was 12 of 15 for 27. Just what impressed you about what he did tonight?
You know, missed 3 shots?
You only missed your shots, 12 of 15. And 2 of those were threes. He was 1 of 3 from 3.
The one he flopped, no tech. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I think he's just doing a good job of playing within himself, playing the right way. You know, what he does so well is run the floor, get up and down. Like, people don't want to run with us as a team, and I think he helped set the tone of that. Like, that guy's unbelievable flying up and down the floor, so I'm just finding him in open space and letting him go. And I thought he did a great job tonight defensively on Tobias, rebounding and finding guys so we can fly. And he always does a good job of running. So, you know, I'm happy for him because the last couple of games have been rough for him, but just sticking with it. And, you know, I thought he had a good one tonight.
Ty, just, you know, coming off the court, you said big win, you know, finally. You know, what does it mean for you and the Pacers to, you know, hold that #1 seed now?
Feels good. Feels good for sure. We're playing for something real. Like I said, I've never competed, had a real chance to compete for a championship in the NBA, if anything. So, it feels good right now. I beat Philly. I've never beat Philly before. I'm kind of defeating some demons right now. The last 3 games are teams that I've never beat. I've never beat Milwaukee, never beat Utah, never beat Philly. So it finally feels good to get that weight off my shoulders, get a win. But we feel good right now. So we just want to keep playing the right brand of basketball, playing our way, and good things will happen.
I think our mentality was just different. I think last game we came in a little too soft to start the game, and then we tried to pick it up as the game started, but as the game went along. But I think tonight, you know, we had an aggressive disposition from the start. You know, 1 through 15. I mean, I think this roster tonight really just came out and made some big plays where it counted. Had some guys that haven't played in a while step up and make some big plays. So I mean, that's what it's all about.
Obviously, at the 5, you pick up fouls. Isaiah picks up fouls. Jalen gets hurt. Daniel's not here. I mean, how did you guys keep it together? I guess in terms of obviously you got to throw Aaron in there a little bit.
Yeah, it's not easy, man, but it just speaks, like I said, to this roster. You know, 1 through 15. You know, guys have been thrown in different positions all training camp, having to guard 5s, having to guard the 1, switching, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And I think that we just our swarm defense was big tonight. It's critical, and I think that it was huge. Go for it.
You were limited to 8 minutes before the fourth quarter. Foul trouble and a variety of things that were going on. To come in and be so effective, what do you attribute that to?
Maturity, and just staying ready. I think my teammates, especially Tyrese, kept saying, "Hey, big second half, and we're gonna need you, we're gonna need you." And when you have guys that believe in you like that, it makes it easy. And just from a personal standpoint, just trying to manage your emotions and frustration. That's why I do all the meditation stuff I do. That's why I focus on my breathing. That's why I've just worked on myself so much over the course of the past couple of years. And that was me a couple of years ago. I probably would have taken myself out the game, but it's 4 quarters of basketball.
They were taking the ball out of his hands, and he kept finding you.
Mm-hmm.
And that trust factor seems to be at a pretty high level right now.
Yeah, and that just comes with playing more and more games together, experience, and having that synergy. It's something that we've built upon, even going on since last year, and continue to build upon now.
You got some battle wounds there. What happened?
Yeah, I got plenty, man. I got split lip, man. Knees banged up a little bit, but just battle scars, man. We got some days to rest, and we're walking out here with a W, man. So I'm cool.
What do you think just changed for you guys as a whole on the glass? I mean, I think you were even up on second chance points 8 after giving up 30. I mean, just what I know there was work on that obviously in practice yesterday, but just what changed top to bottom as far as making sure you rebounded better in this game?
Mentality. Our whole mentality shifted. Like I said, it's the whole swarming mentality, this whole being there for your brothers, a whole bunch of next man up type of stuff, and the mentality's just shifted like completely. We carried the same mentality we had at the end of the last game into the beginning of this game and throughout the game, and it helped us.
Bruce was just talking about the importance of having some nail presence and a little bit more help when it came to pick and roll stuff. How much do you think that changed things for you guys?
Definitely did. It's just like, you look at baseball, right? And when you got a guy that's can hit to the left, is a power hitter or something like that, you shift your entire defense over. It's kind of the same philosophy we took tonight. When you got someone who can get downhill as fast as Max, so you got to shift your defense over and make somebody else beat you. And I think that we did a better job. He's still going to get his here and there, but it was just a system thing.
Just what does it say? Obviously, both Isaiah and Aaron has to take on Embiid for a little while. Just what impression about how both of those guys did in that assignment?
I wasn't surprised at all. They had as much success as they did. Those are two dogs right there, and they stayed ready. Especially Aaron. He could throw in any position. He played a lot of forward last year. Had to guard a lot of bigger guys, and just took it to him, man. You're not gonna just stop him up top being that short, but just battling him and just tiring him out, wearing him out. I think he did a good job.
You're someone who can speak to playoff atmospheres. Did it feel like that in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, for sure. This is one of the best atmospheres in the league to play in. The fans are always into the game, talking mess, just cheering their team. So it's great to go back and forth with them and get a win.
To win here early in a season, how much can that experience pay off?
Yeah, it's great.
Experience down the road?
Yeah, this is literally like a playoff experience, how loud it was. When we missed the 2 free throws, it was like it got loud extremely fast. But this is the closest thing to a playoff atmosphere.
What just changed as far as mindset, defense, glass? It seemed like just everything about the way you guys brought presence, force.
Yeah, we just had to be more physical. I had to pick up Tyrese a little higher, and then we helped. The nail helped someone being there because first game it was wide open, but now we had someone there, so he had to get off it a little bit. And he shot some tough contested shots. He made some, but there's ones we can live with.
What just changed in the glass? How important was
Yeah, everybody was way more physical. We weren't letting. They had 23 offensive rebounds last game and scored 30 points, and we couldn't allow that. So we were locked in for that.